Hi, I'm Danny. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be covering the cooling fan operation and how to diagnose it. Have you ever been driving down the road and your AC is working great? You come to a stoplight and it starts blowing warm? This could be caused by your fan. I recently made a video on possible causes of your air conditioner not cooling properly, and I've gotten a lot of comments on the fan and how to diagnose them. My goal today is to help you understand how fans work and how to diagnose them. The fan's job is to move air through the condenser and the radiator. This helps cool the engine and helps keep your AC cool in the car. Some cars will accomplish this with one fan, but the car I'm working on is a 2009 Honda Civic, and it has two fans. When a fan quits or doesn't work properly, your car runs hotter and the air conditioner won't cool your vehicle, especially at stops and low speeds. The condenser is mounted in front of the radiator, and as you drive down the road, air is forced through the condenser and through the radiator. This helps keep everything cool. But when you're at a stop, there's no air moving through that radiator or condenser. That's when you need fans. Let's get started by checking the fans. On this car, it's pretty easy. You just turn the key to the run position and then turn the AC on max, and you can hear the fans running. Let's go check them. All right, so both my fans are working, but what would happen if one of the fans wasn't working? Let's check that next. All right, so this is your underhood fuse box. This is where all your relays are and your fuses. So let me help you identify them. So this one right here, this is your radiator fan. This one's the condenser fan. This one here is the blower motor. And this one here is the compressor. Let me turn on the key and we'll disconnect them one by one. If you made it this far in the video, take a minute and subscribe to my channel. 95% of you who watch my videos don't subscribe. It really helps me if you're a subscriber. And that's what this channel is all about. It's helping each other out. Now, let's get back to the video. So this one, the radiator fan, let's go ahead and remove it. And that was this one here. Let me go ahead and put it back on. And it starts. This one's the condenser fan. Remove it. And that's the condenser fan. Let me go ahead and put it back in. And this would be the AC compressor clutch. The car is not running, so it's not going to make any difference, but I'll go ahead and just pull it anyway. And then let's remove these both again so we can hear the blower motor. That one's off. That one's off. And if you can hear the blower motor right now, go ahead and remove it. Blower motor stopped. Let me push it back in. And the blower motor's on. Now, if you had trouble with one fan not working, you could take these relays and swap them. And if it worked, then you would know it was a relay. So that's how you diagnose if one fan's working, one of the reasons. The fan relay is one of the most common problems on these cars. I also need to check power and ground at the connector. I'm going to use this tool from Innova to check power and ground, and then I'm going to power up the fan. This tool is kind of neat. You just plug it to the battery and instantly it turns on. So if I come over here to the connector, I'm going to go ahead and check power. The red light means power, and you can see it says 12.2 volts. And on this terminal, it's ground. It's got a green light, and it says 0 volts, so it's got good power and good ground. So next, I'm going to come over to my other connector, and you just need to identify which one's power and which one's ground. So this side was ground, and this tool has a little auxiliary lead. That's a ground lead, so I'm going to put that on the ground side, and then I'm going to take this, and there's a switch, power, and then I could actually supply ground. So I'm going to go ahead and power up the circuit, and the fan should work. Pretty neat tool from Innova. I would definitely suggest one. It'll make things a lot easier for things like this car. This is not a sponsored video. This is just a tip I'm giving you. Let's go on to our next step. So I haven't went over the fuses so far, and this is my final step. I'm going to be using the Innova 5420 to check the fuses. What's cool about this tool, it flips, and now it makes it really easy to see the screen and check the fuses. So we have 4 fuses on this circuit. We have 2 of the canister fuses, which I can actually see those. It's fuse number 6 and fuse number 7. And then we also have fuse number 11, which is a 15 amp, and then fuse number 15, which is a 7.5 amp. And let's go ahead and check those now. So I have a red light, which means power, 12.2 volts on this side. And if I go to the other side, I also have red light, 12.2 volts. And then if I come over here, I have the same thing, red light, 12.2 volts. And on the other leg of that terminal, here we go, red light, 12.2 volts. So all my fuses are good. Now I know I use this tool quite a bit on this car, and if you don't have this tool and don't plan on getting it, you can easily use a digital multimeter to do the same checks that I just did. You just can't power up that fan. And then you'd have to use a jumper wire and put a fuse in there just to be safe. And that concludes this portion of the diagnostics. There's many more reasons why fans quit working. Could be wiring, temperature sensor, switch, PCM, control head. I just covered the basics and the most common problems. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It really helps out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.